In a world where tolerance is an extinct ideal, the mutants face their greatest challenge yet. But the line between hero and villain has never been so thin. Find out why the epic ending to X-Men 97 is dividing fans around the world. Join us on a journey through the shadows of utopia, where every choice could be your last. Don't miss it. Subscribe and turn on notifications to uncover the secrets behind the curtain. X-Men 97 is a direct sequel to the acclaimed animated series X-Men the Animated Series, which originally aired between 1992 and 1997. Not only did this show mark an era, but it also established itself as a mainstay of the Marvel Universe on television, playing a crucial role in popularizing the X-Men and superheroes in general. X-Men, the animated series, was a pioneer in bringing to television a faithful adaptation of the comics, introducing thematic complexity and character development that were rare in animated shows of the time. The series tackled issues of prejudice, acceptance, and identity, which are central to the X-Men mythology, reflecting broader societal issues through its engaging and often provocative narratives. The original series had a lasting impact on pop culture, influencing not only future adaptations of the comics for the screen, but also helping to shape the public perception of superheroes. X-Men, the animated series, is often credited with setting the stage for the cinematic superhero boom that followed, culminating in the creation of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In response to ongoing fan demand and the enduring legacy of the original series, X-Men 97 has been announced as a direct continuation, promising to pick up where the 90s series left off. With a modern yet respectful approach to its roots, the new series aims to capture both the nostalgia of old viewers and introduce the rich tapestry of the X-Men to a new generation. The X-Men 97 series is developed with the intention of maintaining the essence of the classic themes while exploring new narratives and character developments. This includes the inclusion of new voices and perspectives that reflect diversity and contemporary issues, while remaining true to the inclusive and progressive spirit that has always been a hallmark of the franchise. X-Men 97 isn't just a sequel, it's a recognition of the profound cultural impact that X-Men the Animated Series has had on its fans and popular culture. By reviving these iconic characters and their stories, the new series promises to honor their legacy while opening up new avenues for future explorations of the X-Men universe. The Tolerance Is Extinction arc of X-Men 97 is one of the highlights of the series, anticipated as a pivotal moment in the narrative. This part of the story is a direct continuation and expansion of the themes and conflicts presented in the acclaimed 1990s series, X-Men the Animated Series, and has been especially noted for its intense and provocative approach. The title, Tolerance Is Extinction, evokes a dark premise and a deep reflection on the themes of acceptance and coexistence, which are at the heart of the X-Men mythology. This arc presents a dystopian reality where intolerance and fear of mutants have reached a critical point, leading to extreme policies that threaten the existence of all mutants. The story develops around the growing conflict between humans and mutants, with the X-Men fighting not only for justice, but for the very survival of their species. They are confronted with challenges that test their ideals and their unity, forcing them to reconsider what it means to be a mutant in a world that rejects them. arc was highly anticipated for several reasons. Thematic resonance. The themes of prejudice and exclusion are universally relevant and reflect contemporary social issues, making the series meaningful to today's viewers. Character development. This arc is expected to deepen the development of well-known characters, exploring their motivations, fears, and hopes in an intensely adverse setting. Narrative impact. As part of the series' climax, Is Extinction promises to bring significant twists and decisive moments that could alter the course of the X-Men's history. The combination of these elements makes Is Extinction an arc loaded with expectations, positioning it as a defining moment not only for the characters, but for the series as a whole. How it addresses and resolves these profound issues is crucial to the legacy of X-Men '97 and its reception by both longtime fans and new viewers. The Is Extinction arc in X-Men '97 presents a dystopian scenario in which society has reached a point of maximum tension between humans and mutants. This setting serves as a powerful microcosm to explore themes of diversity, acceptance, and the consequences of extreme marginalization. The arc takes place in a future where peaceful coexistence between humans and mutants has collapsed. Extreme measures have been implemented, with government policies and the actions of anti-mutant groups leading to an escalation of violence and repression. Mutants are systematically marginalized, with many forced to live in ghettos or even face the threat of extermination. The X-Men, led by iconic characters such as Professor X and Cyclops, find themselves on the front line of this conflict. They fight not only to protect their own kind, but also to rekindle a spark of hope for future reconciliation. The arc dramatizes the challenge of upholding ideals of justice and fairness in a world that rejects them, highlighting the difficult choices and sacrifices necessary to defend these principles. The arc uses the conflict between humans and mutants as a metaphor for the real struggles of diversity and acceptance in our society. It explores the consequences of a society that gives in to fear and prejudice, rather than celebrating and integrating differences. The treatment of mutants illustrates the dangers of the other, where a lack of understanding and acceptance can lead to policies of segregation and even genocide. The dystopian setting serves to amplify issues of injustice and oppression. It provides a lens through which we can examine our own tendencies towards intolerance and exclusion. The arc offers a grim warning of what could happen if we allow our fears and prejudices to dictate how we treat those who are different from us. Despite the bleak circumstances, Is Extinction is also about resistance and the indomitable capacity of the human and mutant spirit to fight against oppression. The X-Men, as always, are portrayed as symbols of hope. They fight not only for their survival, but also for the vision of a world where mutants and humans can coexist peacefully. This arc, with its gripping storyline and profound themes, is a centerpiece of X-Men '97, offering both entertainment and reflection, and challenging viewers to think critically about issues of diversity, acceptance, and the ongoing fight against intolerance. The Is Extinction arc of X-Men '97 reflects its deeply human and social themes through the interactions and developments of the main characters. Each character not only embodies different aspects of the themes of diversity and acceptance, but also offers unique perspectives on the central conflict. Here are some of the main characters and how they reflect these themes, with highlights of key moments that illustrate the arc's messages. The approach to themes in X-Men '97, especially in the Is Extinction arc, has generated varied discussions among fans. The series tries to navigate complex themes of discrimination, prejudice, and coexistence, which are central to the essence of the X-Men. However, the way these themes are dealt with can be perceived in different ways by the audience, leading to divided opinions. Some viewers may feel that the series oversimplifies complex issues. In an attempt to make the show accessible to a wide audience, including young viewers, the creators may opt for more straightforward depictions of good versus evil, which can seem reductive for themes that are, in reality, ambiguous and multifaceted. An episode can present a quick resolution to a conflict that in real life would be much more complicated and drawn out, leaving little room to explore the nuances of each side's motives and perspectives. On the other hand, other fans may value the series' straightforward approach, appreciating how X-Men '97 brings issues of social justice to the fore in a clear and decisive way. This approach can be seen as a strength, especially in an animated series format, where conciseness is crucial and each episode has limited time to explore the themes. For example, one episode can directly highlight the impact of prejudice against mutants, drawing explicit parallels with real issues of discrimination, which can be powerful and educational, especially for younger audiences. The key to a series like X-Men '97 is finding the right balance between thematic depth and accessibility. While oversimplification can alienate viewers looking for a more in-depth discussion, too dense and complicated an approach can alienate those who are less familiar with the themes or who prefer a more straightforward narrative. The creators of the series are faced with the challenge of presenting complex social issues in a way that is both educational and engaging, without losing the essence of the characters and the story. This requires careful script work and character development, so that the themes are not only presented, but also integrated into the plot in an organic and reflective way. X-Men '97, through the Is Extinction arc, continues the X-Men tradition of exploring deep social themes through the prism of science fiction and heroism. As always, the reception of these themes will depend on viewers' individual perspectives, reflecting the diversity of opinions that a provocative series like this can generate. The release of X-Men '97 brought with it high expectations, especially from fans of the original '90s series, X-Men, the animated series. The way the new series navigates fidelity to the original series and the innovations it introduces are key to understanding audience reception. The original series is revered for its pioneering approach to the themes of discrimination and acceptance, as well as its in-depth character development. Longtime fans hope that X-Men '97 will maintain these qualities, while also wanting to see the characters evolve in new stories that reflect contemporary issues. While the original series focused on the mutants' moral dilemmas and personal struggles, X-Men '97 attempts to integrate current topics, such as social justice and global politics, into the narrative. These changes may have been enthusiastically received by new viewers, but old fans may miss the more intimate, character-centered focus of the original series. The introduction of new characters and the deepening of old arcs are crucial elements. Significant changes in the behavior or motivations of well-known characters can disorient fans who have an emotional attachment to the previous depictions. X-Men '97 faces the challenge of balancing nostalgia with innovation. Fidelity to the original series is not just about keeping the same characters or replicating plots, but also about preserving the spirit and complexity that made the original series such a landmark. If the new series manages to maintain a balance between entertainment and serious discussion of complex issues, similar to what the '90s series did, it can be seen as faithful to the original spirit. The way X-Men '97 tackles issues of identity, prejudice, and coexistence, comparable to the depth with which the original series explored these themes, is crucial. Oversimplification or dramatization could alienate fans who value the careful approach of the '90s series. Reception can vary widely, with some fans appreciating the new directions for bringing freshness and relevance, while others may feel that the changes compromise core elements that defined the original series. Discussions on fan forums and online reviews often highlight these divergences, reflecting a variety of expectations and levels of satisfaction. In conclusion, X-Men '97 has the complex task of honoring a legacy while striving to be relevant to a new generation. How it balances these demands may determine its place in both X-Men history and wider pop culture. The X-Men '97 series, like its '90s predecessor, is no stranger to tackling political and social themes through the prism of its mutant characters. This approach is part of a wider tradition in the universe of films and series about heroes, where issues of inclusion, discrimination, and social justice are often explored. Within the superhero film and television universe, there has been a growing movement towards diversity and inclusion, both in terms of casting and narrative themes. X-Men '97 contributes to this debate by emphasizing the fight against discrimination, a central theme for the X-Men. For example, series like Watchmen and films like Black Panther have also tackled deep-rooted racial and historical issues, resonating with global audiences by discussing systemic racism and colonization. The Tolerance Is Extinction arc reflects contemporary political tensions, mirroring debates about immigration, civil rights, and the rise of nationalism. This parallel with real issues allows X-Men '97 to function not only as entertainment, but also as a social commentary, similar to what was seen in The Boys, which satirizes militarism and corporatism in America. The series can influence and reflect current trends in pop culture by directly addressing themes that are at the heart of social concerns today. For example, the inclusion of narratives that focus on acceptance and combating prejudice can inspire other productions to follow a similar path, encouraging a broader dialogue about these issues in society. In an age where pop culture consumption is often intertwined with personal and political identities, X-Men '97 positions itself as a series that not only entertains, but also provokes thought. The choice to address complex and pertinent social issues can help establish the series as a significant cultural piece, similar to the impact Star Trek had in discussing issues of race and equality during the '60s and '70s. The series has the potential to influence industry norms, both in terms of storytelling and production. By successfully integrating deep social themes into its narrative, X-Men '97 may encourage other franchises to explore similar issues in more depth, contributing to a more diverse and conscious entertainment landscape. In conclusion, X-Men '97 is not just a continuation of a beloved animated series. It is also an active participant in contemporary debates about politics and society, reflecting and influencing current trends in entertainment and pop culture. In doing so, the series not only maintains its relevance, but also reaffirms the role of superheroes as commentators on the social and political dynamics of their times. By exploring the Tolerance Is Extinction arc in X-Men '97, we are invited to reflect on deep questions of justice, acceptance, and the challenges we face in our own society. This arc not only entertains us, but also challenges us to think about how we deal with diversity and discrimination in our own lives. How do you think Tolerance Is Extinction compares with the treatment of social themes in other superhero series? What aspects of the arc did you find most impactful in terms of narrative and social message? Do you think the series has managed to maintain a balance between remaining faithful to the original series and adapting to contemporary sensibilities? Are there specific elements of the arc that you think could have been improved or explored differently? We'd love to hear your opinions and perspectives on these questions. Your comments are a vital part of the ongoing discussion about how themes of diversity and acceptance are represented in the media. Comment below with your ideas and insights, and join the conversation about how superhero stories reflect and influence our reality. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analysis and discussions on animated series and other pop culture topics. Your participation helps enrich our community and ensures that you don't miss any of our future videos exploring the fascinating world of superheroes and beyond. Thanks for watching and participating. We look forward to seeing your contributions in the comments.